So now let us see on how we can be able to add or subtract the two fractions using the butterfly method. Now let's say we have the two fractions given as a over m, let's say plus, there should be n over, let's say, q. So now according to the principle behind the butterfly method, now the addition of these two fractions will be given as, upon having a times q and plus that of m times n, and divided by the product of the actually denominators. As you can see, it is really possessing the shape of the butterfly. Actually, it is really possessing the shape of the butterfly. So now what it means is that we have it as mn and plus aq divided by the product of m as well as the q. So this is what we call the butterfly method. And likewise, if the actual two fractions, let's say, are subtracting, let's say if we have a over m and minus, let's say, n over q, principle remains the same, and of which you have it as, that is mn and minus that of aq divided by mq. This is what you call the butterfly method, and this is basically used whenever the fractions are in form of the proper fractions, rather those actual fractions with no actually the whole numbers. Now let's say we have 2 over 5, and let's say plus should be 1 over 7. Now what is the addition of these two fractions using the butterfly method? In this case, we'll have it as 2 times 7, that is a plus 5 times 1, that should be divided by, that is 5 times 7. This is the same as, we'll have it as the 40, the plus 5, which is divided by 35. So in this case, we'll have it as 19 divided by 35. So this is how we can be able to work it out with using the butterfly method. And how about if we have, let's say, 2 1 over 4, let's say plus 6, let's say 1 over 5. Now how should we be able to have this? As you can see, the fractions that we have are mixed fractions. They have actually whole numbers. So in this case, we'll have to express this to be in a proper fractions, and that's so that we can be able to use the butterfly method. And how do we actually convert the fraction from the mixed fractions to actually a proper fractions? Now what we do is we actually multiply the denominator and the whole number and plus the actually a numerator, and of which you have it as 4 times 2, that is 8, and 8 plus 1 we have it as 9. So which means we'll have it as 9 divided by 4, and plus we'll have 5 times 6, that is 30, and actually 30 plus 1 you have it as 31, and divide by 5. Now using the butterfly method, we'll have it as, that is 9 times 5, and plus 4 times 31, and which is divided by, that is 20. So try to complete that at your own space. Let's say we have this case. Let's say we have 5 over 4 minus, let's say 1 over 2. Now how should you have this using the butterfly method? So in this case, this is the same as, now all these fractions are proper fractions, and of which you have it as 2 times 5, and adjust that of minus, and of which you have it as 4 times 1, which is divided by 4 times 2, and this is the same as, we have it as 10 minus 4, and divided by 8. So this one will be given as 6 over 8, and of which further can be simplified as that is 2 into 6, we have it as 3 into 8, we have it as 4. So in this case we have it as 3 over 4. So that is the solution of that. In that board, if we have, let's say, in this case, let's say we have 1 over 2, the minus, let's say 6 1 over, let's say 2. And what is this using the butterfly method? So first thing, we should have to express the fractions to be in the proper fractions. Now we should have it as 2 times 1, we have it as 2 plus 1, we have it as 3 over 2. In the minus, 2 times 6 is 12 in the plus 1. We'll have it as 13 over 2. Now this is the same as, now this one will be given as using the butterfly method. We'll have it as 2 times 3, that is minus 2 times 13, and then divide by 2 times 2, which is 4. So that's how you can be able to add the fractions or subtract the fractions using the butterfly method. And what if we have, let's say, this case, let's say we have 2 over 5, the minus, let's say 1 over, let's say 2, and then plus, let's say 6 over 7. So now how can you be able to actually add and subtract these fractions? So now first thing we start with the additions. So which means that what I'm going to do is that we're going to add this fraction and this fraction, and that will be given as 2 over 5 plus 6 over 7. Mind you, we are using the bottomless concept. That is minus 1 over 2. And then I will have to add these two fractions using the butterfly method and subtract the result with that of 1 over 2. So that's how you can be able to have it out in that way. And also, for the sake of practice, try to have the following operations. Let's say we have 2 1 over 5 minus, let's say 10 1 over 7. And what is that? And also try to have this, let's say have 1 5 over, let's say 12 in the minus, let's say 6 1 over 20 and the plus, let's say 3 2 over 5. And what will be that? And also try to have this, let's say we have 2, should be 21 1 over 7 and the plus, let's say 11 1 over 2 and the minus, let's say 6 of let's say should be 11. So try to have those actually at your own time. So that's how you can be able to add the fractions using that's how you can be able to add or subtract the fractions using the butterfly method. Thank you.